Oh, wow, that was a nice flight. Honey, my little angel.
It didn't ask for permission. It simply landed in my life and changed me forever. That's what Chappy was for me. He was supposed to fly away and forget I ever existed. Instead, he became my companion, and in a quiet, unexpected way, my best friend.
Hey, boyfriend. Okay, we're bringing some fluff for our new home. Okay. Look.
Chappy came to our wildlife rehabilitation center in Texas as a tiny Roadrunner chick with a minor wing injury. On paper, it didn't look serious. But for a wild bird whose survival depends on speed and instinct, even a small injury can be a death sentence. Out there, weakness doesn't get second chances.
Look. Yeah. Look here.
I've been rehabilitating wild animals for over 30 years. It's not just my job, it's my life. We take them in when they're hurt, nurse them back to health, and when they're ready, we let them go. That's the law. That's the rule. And more than anything, it's my philosophy, wild animals belong in the wild.
Hi, baby. We'll bring it here. What a beautiful butterfly you got for me. Oh my goodness.
So we treated Chappy like every other patient. We fed him, monitored his wing, gave him the care he needed while keeping the healthy distance you're supposed to keep. The goal was always clear. Heal him, then release him. No exceptions. When his wing was fully healed, I knew it was time. I opened the aviary door and gave him his chance. He hesitated for just a second, then flew off. Exactly what a wild bird is meant to do. I told myself that was the end of the story. Another success, another goodbye. But the next morning, he wasn't perched in some distant tree. He hadn't disappeared. He was sitting right on the hood of my car, looking straight at me. Calm, curious, almost smiling in that bird way. As if to say, we're not done yet.
Hey, handsome. Oh, you're wagging that tail. Gosh, you about knocked my cap off. Honey, you're getting a little excited.
And that's when everything changed. Chappy was completely free. He hunted on his own, found his own water, chose where he wanted to go. Sometimes he'd disappear for a day, even two. Each time I'd think, well, this is it.
Got mealworms. We'll eat. Eat some breakfast.
But almost every evening he came back. He'd sit on the porch or wait by the door, like he had decided this was part of his territory. Not a cage, not captivity, just connection. He wasn't tame, he wasn't a pet, he was fully, undeniably wild, but he chose to stay close. In the mornings, he was usually the first one to greet me, chattering nonstop, lifting his wings, wagging his tail like an excited little dog. When I stepped outside, his eyes seemed to say, "Were you waiting for me?" And I'd laugh and answer him like he understood every word. Honestly, I think he did.
Honey, what do you have for Mom? Oh my goodness, it's a sticker, I think, of some sort.
Then one day, he started bringing me gifts. A small stick, a leaf, sometimes something he apparently thought was worth sharing. I'd take off my glasses, bend down, and accept each little treasure like it was gold. Because to him, it was.
You have, you little cute fella. That looks like a sticker. I'm gonna see what the back of that is. That's a very large gift.
Before long, Chappy wasn't just a visitor. He felt like part of the team. When I was bandaging the wing of an injured owl, he'd stand nearby and watch. Sometimes he'd even drop a bit of food near a new baby, as if he believed he had a role to play. There were moments I could have sworn he thought he worked here.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, good boy.
Over the years, I've released hundreds of animals back into the wild. Every single time, my heart aches. Joy and heartbreak always come together. Not long ago, I released a bird named Denver. I opened my hands, and he lifted off strong and steady. That's the moment you live for. That's when you learn how to let go.
Hello, sunshine. What do you have for Mom? What? I can't tell what's in your mouth.
Some come back for a short visit, an hour, a day, like they're checking in. Some disappear beyond the horizon and never return. That's the natural order of things. That's the price of loving something wild. And then there's Chappy. He was never meant to stay. No one kept him. No one called him back. Yet every morning, he's there. Every evening, he perches nearby. Free to leave at any moment, but time and time again, he chooses to return.
Baby, what do you have? You have a jingle bell? I'm not even believing this. It's not Christmas yet, honey.
Chappy taught me something that decades of work never fully put into words. Being there doesn't mean holding on. Caring doesn't mean controlling. Real love sometimes means opening the door wide and being grateful when someone walks back in on their own.
Good morning, sweetheart. I missed you. I did. Look, I've got breakfast for you.
He isn't my pet. He doesn't belong to me. He's a wild soul who made a choice, and that choice makes his presence more meaningful than anything ownership ever could.
I thought you had a snake, and it looks like you found a lovely shoelace. I think that's the other shoelace. There was one.
If Chappy's story touched your heart, I hope it reminds you of this. The deepest bonds aren't built on restraint, they're built on trust. And sometimes the greatest gift isn't that someone needs you, it's that they don't have to and they stay anyway.
Sweetheart, what do you have? It looks like some mud or a zip tie or something nice. All right, I'm coming.